In a deeply divided Washington, where political battles often bring the nation to a standstill, there's one issue that some say should unite everyone: the fight against cancer. But as a government shutdown looms and budget cuts are on the table, hundreds of cancer patients and their families are descending on Capitol Hill with a simple, urgent message: cancer doesn't care about politics. In late 2025, more than 700 volunteers with the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network, or ACS-CAN, gathered in Washington, D.C. They came from nearly every congressional district, representing a cross-section of America. Among them are staunch Trump supporters and lifelong Democrats, all sharing a common, unwelcome bond. Take Mary Catherine Johnson, a breast cancer survivor and a three-time Trump voter from upstate New York. Her family has been devastated by the disease, with her mother losing all 10 of her siblings to cancer. She finds herself frightened by the political division gripping the country. Then there's Lexi Mealing, a breast cancer survivor and a Democrat from Long Island, who says the stress of the current political climate makes it even hard to watch the news. And John Manna, a self-described Reagan Republican whose father died of lung cancer, emphasizes that personal connection must rise above political disagreement. These advocates have traveled to the nation's capital during a period of intense political turmoil. A Republican-controlled Congress and the Trump administration are locked in a stalemate over federal spending, leading to a government shutdown. At the heart of the debate are proposed deep cuts to health and science agencies for the 2026 fiscal year. The administration's budget proposal slashing the budget of the National Cancer Institute by over 37%, and the National Institutes of Health, its parent agency, by nearly 40%. The stated reason is to curb federal spending and eliminate what the administration calls wasteful spending and woke programs. For the cancer advocates, these numbers aren't just figures on a spreadsheet. They represent a direct threat to their lives and the hope for future cures. They have come with 3 specific requests for Congress. First, they are asking lawmakers to reject the proposed cuts and instead significantly increase funding for cancer research. The National Institutes of Health, or NIH, is the largest public funder of biomedical research in the world. Its work, along with the National Cancer Institute, or NCI, has been the foundation for nearly every major cancer breakthrough in the last 50 years. This research has contributed to a 34% drop in cancer deaths since 1991, helping to create a nation of 18 million cancer survivors. Advocates warn that the proposed cuts would be devastating, potentially halting all new research grants, closing labs, and stopping critical clinical trials. They are asking for $51.3 billion for the NIH and nearly $8 billion for the NCI. Second, the advocates are pushing to save critical financial support for health insurance. Enhanced premium tax credits, which act like discounts to lower the cost of health insurance under the Affordable Care Act, are set to expire at the end of 2025. If Congress doesn't act, an estimated 4.8 million people could become uninsured in 2026. Millions more could see their insurance payments more than double. For a cancer patient, losing insurance can mean an impossible choice: fall into debt or stop life-saving treatment. Economists also warn that letting the credits expire could cost nearly 340,000 jobs and shrink state economies by over $40 billion. The third and final ask is about the future of cancer screening. The advocates are lobbying for a bipartisan bill called the Nancy Gardner Sewell Medicare Multi-Cancer Early Detection Screening Coverage Act.
This bill would help Medicare cover a new type of screening technology, known as MCED tests. These are revolutionary blood tests that can screen for signs of more than 50 types of cancer at once, many of which currently have no screening method. Detecting cancer early is one of the most important factors for survival. With over 1 million people on Medicare expected to be diagnosed with cancer in 2025, this bill would ensure seniors have access to these cutting-edge tests once they are approved by the Food and Drug Administration. The bill has already passed unanimously in the House Ways and Means Committee, showing it has strong bipartisan support. Despite the administration's proposals, there is a long history of both parties in Congress coming together to support medical research. Initial committee meetings have rejected the deep cuts to the National Institutes of Health and National Cancer Institute. But with the ongoing government shutdown and contentious budget negotiations, the future of that funding, along with the health insurance subsidies, remains uncertain. The message from the hundreds of patients, survivors, and families walking the halls of Congress is clear. They are living proof that cancer doesn't choose sides. Their fight is a reminder that behind the political battles and budget numbers are real people whose lives hang in the balance.